Do you know about the conflict inside the Security and Exchange Commission? Ripple will be the basic layer for these CBDCs and stablecoins. Will it drive XRP price? And why has XRP surged so much because of the lawsuit? Stay tuned till the end of the video to find out. But first, we are giving away 50 XRP coins at the end of the month. All you need to do is to like the video, subscribe, and comment your thoughts on XRP in the comments section. Welcome back XRP Army. Let's grow the XRP Lab community by pressing the like button and subscribing to this channel to stay updated at all times. The stablecoin market is one of the primary areas of interest for developers building on the XRP blockchain. The XRP ledger has been used as the foundational technology for the creation of several stable digital currencies by teams throughout the globe since the beginning of this quarter. Conman, a seasoned crypto specialist, has published a list of stablecoin projects that have a good chance of succeeding on the XRP blockchain. The games of Stasis, Stably, and Novati were some of Conman's favorites. Most of these companies are also actively partnered with Ripple, in addition to leveraging the XRP ledger in their products. In terms of advertising and design, Stably, a Web3 payment service provider located in the United States, announced at the start of this month that it will be issuing its Stably USD on the XRP ledger. Ripple has promised to provide the technical assistance required for Stably to integrate USD with the XRP ledger, as stated in the statement. In addition, Stasis, a pioneer in the creation of euro-backed stablecoins, revealed in February this year that the EURS stablecoin will be issued on the XRP ledger. Before the year is through, Stasis plans to connect EURS with the XRP ledger with the help of Ripple technical expertise. XAGO, a fintech firm located in South Africa, released their stablecoin ZUS on the Ripple XRP ledger in June 2022. As a result of the ZUS stablecoin, XAGO users may make cheaper transactions in USD and USDC. This stable currency will be available on the main net of the XRP ledger soon. Also, XRPL-based projects are working on stablecoins that use unusual assets. For instance, the German digital payments company Novati Group Limited has just announced cooperation with Ripple to launch AUDC, a stablecoin backed by the Australian dollar. The OREI stablecoin will also soon be tradable on the XRP network. In fact, it would be accessible on blockchains like Flare and Songbird that are compatible with it. Palau is also making headway toward the introduction of its central bank digital currency on the XRP ledger. Together with Ripple, Palau is investigating potential applications for the CBDC on the XRP blockchain. Possibly, the recent uptick in XRP price might be attributed to the aforementioned good occurrences. Despite the loss of 1.81%, XRP is still trading over 50 cents, making it one of the week best performers among large-cap cryptocurrencies. It has increased by around 18% in the last week. When do you expect XRP to hit the $1 mark? Also, Fox Business has discovered, some of the Security and Exchange Commission enforcement team has accused Gary Gensler of being a publicity seeker for his unorthodox disclosure of charges filed earlier this week against celebrity influencer Kim Kardashian. The lawyers who built the case against Kardashian were annoyed because Gensler seemed to take credit for it on national television by himself. They also claim he exaggerated its significance to boost his profile. The millionaire reality star and marketer Kardashian settled a securities law violation case by paying a fine for concealing the fact that she had received $250,000 to promote the cryptocurrency Ethereum Max on her Instagram feed. Despite the publicity that Kardashian name brings, this lawsuit was not the largest or most important of the Security and Exchange Commission crypto crackdown. Angering enforcement personnel has been spreading the word in recent days that Gensler rollout of the problem, with a well-timed national TV appearance and publication of his own YouTube video, was an attempt to get media attention. For instance, Kardashian was not charged with any major securities law offenses. She did not try to deceive anyone into buying Ethereum Max so she could sell it later at a better price. The lawsuit states that she only broke the rules because she did not mention in an Instagram ad that she was paid to advocate. She tagged off her ad with a few hashtags, including one that said AD to indicate that it was an advertisement. Kardashian paid the $1.26 million without confirming or disputing any wrongdoing on her part. In addition to cooperating with the Commission and continuing investigation into the concerns surrounding the digital token, she also promised to refrain from promoting cryptocurrency for 3 years. Former Security and Exchange Commission chairman, according to Security and Exchange Commission employees, used to conduct news conferences at which they were flanked by enforcement officials to announce major actions. Their main form of public communication was giving lectures on broad topics, testifying before Congress, and sometimes appearing on television to discuss their goals. According to law enforcement, Gensler has taken it to the next level. Office Hours with Gary Gensler is a frequent feature on the financial news TV circuit, and he also has his part on the Security and Exchange Commission-owned YouTube channel, where he promotes different themes he finds vital. One episode was headlined, "The Basics of Investing." Many commissioners feel Gensler is trying to position himself for a higher position in the Biden administration, maybe as Treasury Secretary after the likely resignation of Janet Yellen following the next midterm elections. His supporters argue that all he is doing is warning the public about the dangers of investing in cryptocurrency, which is being promoted by more and more celebrities even though few people can afford to lose money on it. Others, however, argue that following being nominated to the Security and Exchange Commission by President Biden in early 2021, Gensler has devoted a great deal of his time and energy to the regulation of cryptocurrencies. He wants to strengthen the Security and Exchange Commission power over cryptocurrencies, a rapidly expanding industry that government authorities claim is riddled with massive fraudulent activity and which many people feel should be controlled by the Commodity Futures Trading Commission. Since CNBC likewise flawlessly timed the breaking announcement of the case just seconds after 7:30 a.m., some at the commission suspect Gensler had conveyed information of the case to the network beforehand, unknown to most enforcement officers. Additionally, they were upset because Gensler made a video for YouTube without their knowledge and tweeted it out to his followers. Without naming her, he cautioned investors not to put too much stock in celebrity endorsements when considering high-risk financial instruments like cryptocurrency. No one at the Security and Exchange Commission can do anything about it but leave, and many have. Gensler's harsh managerial style and aggressive agenda have caused many high-ranking executives and over a dozen employees to leave the enforcement division in recent months. More law enforcement personnel are reportedly searching for work in the private sector. One former Security and Exchange Commission employee who is now in private practice described the enforcement section as hemorrhaging individuals. In your opinion, do you believe they are collapsing? And lastly, in the last month, various developments in the XRP case have resulted in positive developments for the Ripple Corporation. The first and most crucial piece of good news is that a judge has ordered the Security and Exchange Commission agency to provide papers relating to former Security and Exchange Commission employee Hinman's speech, in which Hinman states that Ethereum and Bitcoin are not security. Many positive developments for the Ripple Corporation have piqued the curiosity of cryptocurrency traders in the XRP token. The XRP token price has increased from 33 cents on September 8 to its current level of 52 cents, a rise of about 57.5% in the previous 30 days, which is a major success for the Ripple Corporation. Do you think, is there a chance that XRP may go up again during the next 30 days? During a recent major cryptocurrency event, Cardano founder Charles Hoskinson said that some XRP fans feel that the Security and Exchange Commission is only going after Ripple because of dishonest individuals working there. Hoskinson's comments drew criticism from XRP backers, but he subsequently clarified his intent, saying that the lack of clarity in regulatory regulations is an issue for regulators across the board and not just for Ripple. A little later, Chris Larson, one of the founders of Ripple, reacted to these claims by saying that Hoskinson is correct and that he is also an environmental activist. Subscribe and give us a thumbs up, and make sure to comment your thoughts on XRP in the comments section. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. And before you go, there are 2 videos waiting for you at the end of this video. Make sure to watch those. Have a good one.